to build confidence as they work to get closer to the Big Ten slate.
Curbelo fading away for 2 more.
You're a national champion contender. You want all hands on deck. And oh, wow.
How did Curbelo get that back to
6'6", 6'8", 6'10", 7 foot, 6'9", coming off the bench.
How about that and 1 for Andre Curbelo?
Now you understand why people were so high on this young man's talent. Able to go with his offhand.
Again, another misfire from deep. So if you total yesterday and today, they're 4 of 26 from long range. And how about that little reverse from the freshman Andre Curbelo?
Does, and he's got some flair in his game. Crossover, getting through the paint, extra step off glass. That's pretty.
Struggling, you can see him grimacing as he comes out to set the screen.
Oh, great hands.
Xavier Johnson gets stripped. And Dosunmu takes it to the rack. That was a pretty clean look there, but again, unable to get it to drop. And Curbelo scored last time, back-to-back buckets, and both excellent moves by the freshman.
Defensive intensity is not going to let up here.
And the 7-foot freshman that you mentioned, number 12, Brandon Lieb, is out there. Here's his freshman mate, Curbelo! Wow! The 6-footer can climb. Here's Curbelo, take it away.
Young fella. I thought he was going with 1. You see him cup it right there, but he goes up with 2. And the bench loves it.
Well, we're seeing some great shot fakes in this game. Up top and slamming it home is Coburn, the assist to Curbelo.
Coburn just in that dunk spot.
By 4. If you want to slow down the Illini, you got to keep the big fella out of the dunk spot.
Sticking with everyday John and occasional Jay.
Okay. And 3 times a week, Georgie. The drive by Curbelo, shovel pass, and Bajanishvili gets the roll.
This is the last minute or so for the Gophers. Curbelo, what a spin move, and then dish to his teammate Coburn, who dunks it home. My goodness.
You know what I love about this, Dave? Watch how quick Coburn gets up. Boom!
Shot fake for the freshman Hawkins. Over the top, Coburn, catch and score.
Man, that's what you have to have as a player. Sometimes you got to love your teammate, I get it. But other times you got to tell them what's up.
All right, that was a better decision, wasn't it?
Yes. I wanted to see how it ended, and it ended really well for Illinois.
Bajanishvili, maybe if he were a better shooter, Dan, maybe a better fit with Coburn, they could play together more at the end of the shot clock. How about that one that goes down?
What do you think, Dave?
Curbelo? Yeah, no problem.
6'11". Man, I think it's absolutely great. It's going to be a fun watch. Oh, nice pass.
Thought about a 3 and then got denied. Illinois' perimeter defense been pretty good. Now Johnson was sizing up Coburn, and here come the Illini. Dosunmu leans in.
Great play by Curbelo to poke it away. Dosunmu running. This is almost automatic. Nah, that's a good call. That's a very ball was going to Miles Johnson from the time they inbounded it.
Curbelo wanted to wrap around the whole way, and Georgie.
Curbelo is going to be a star in this league. This is just good patience. He can get it in the bag. He just waits. You see him throw his head up there, putting his head up.
On the defensive end, and you know the first 5 minutes did not do anything to change his opinion as Curbelo on the run, wraps it around to Kofi Coburn, and the big man getting going off the timeout.
Impacting this game on both ends of the floor right now.
Curbelo, the wraparound to Coburn for the 2-hand hammer. That was pretty.
On the big fella, and then here's that pick and roll. Draw 2, drop it off to the big.
14 on the shot clock. Dosunmu, 1 for 5 in this first half. Nice play off the inbounds to the rim, and a chance for one more at the line for Curbelo.
It's a simple backdoor play. Grandison with the delivery, but Curbelo really sells it. Jamari Wheeler over-aggressive. You know he's going for steals. It's certainly his M.O. And a really nice double clutch finish.
On the push for Penn State. Rockington end-to-end off the window, and the rebound to Coburn. Here's Curbelo again, knifing to the rim. Oh, what a shot for Curbelo. Curbelo his second, but a Big Ten standout presented by Auto Owners Insurance. That run to the rim by Andre Curbelo.
The amount of English he's got to put on the ball to make this shot so impressive. You're going away from the basket, you're off balance.
Not been able to hit a shot. He's 0 of 5.
They got to give him a shot as Veely here.
Nice backdoor feed lay-in for Dosunmu.
Great job by Curbelo.
Gave him a big spark against Penn State. Curbelo had 8 assists. His season high is 9. There's a backdoor pass, and it's Curbelo intercepting it. Leading the break.
Things go for the Illini. Nice steal. Keeps his head up and maybe gets some frequent flyer miles right there.
That miss, and now Illinois has got a 5-on-4.
Oh, Curbelo.
And Curbelo takes advantage right to the rim.
Curbelo, just a little walk down the park, turn my head, you let me go, I get to the hole.
Late shot clock, top of the arc, that's a long 2, and another miss for the Boilers. Little alley-oop inside, beautifully executed. Curbelo finding Coburn and Matt Painter.
Putting scoring runs on you. The big fella being rewarded for running the floor. Excellent look by Curbelo to get his big man involved. The Illini starting to heat up here. That was a good job by Thompson and Hunter to get back. Dosunmu was trying to go downhill.
And DeMonte Williams, the leader in the country in three-point percentage at 70% this year. Said he graded out as one of the better defenders on the team against Indiana. Here, Curbelo, his freshman mate, throwing it down. The little guy rises at 6'1".
Being right, the Illini have some really good freshmen of their own.
And here you see the 3-2 zone. We knew Northwestern was going to mix up the defenses that they played.
And that mixed up Northwestern a little bit as Kofi Coburn on a beautiful feed by Curbelo.
3-2 zone, you don't usually ever see this. Great pass, great vision by Curbelo. That's what he's been able to, and then you build out from there.
And it's taken away again. Northwestern coughs it up. Their 9th turnover. Trailing 3. Providing the spark, Brian.
Really, he's active, he's long. He creates because we ran our stuff the right way. When we get away from it, we're not going to be able to compete. When we run our stuff, we can play with anybody.
Eric Ayala for this game, out with the groin injury that he suffered in the last game against Iowa. There's the quick hands from Curbelo, who starts the second half here for Illinois. Ayo Dosunmu, 2 of 11 in the first half. What a fun pace. Only played 4 minutes here in the second half. And it's Curbelo with the rip away. He's got a 2-on-1. He'll take it himself for the finger roll finish. Hunter Feely getting his first minutes in the second half. Only played 4 minutes, by the way, for Illinois. Just because of the half that Kofi Coburn has had. That one-legged fadeaway. What a degree of difficulty shot by Curbelo.
He's a special talent. It's almost like the ball is a part of the anatomy. Reminds me, look at that. How about that? As if on cue.
I mean, look at this. It just catches it. Yeah. Really has it on a string.
Telling you, that's Kenny Anderson-esque. That is.
Great job of getting back in that play.
Both times blocking Abdul Tibila, and then a tough fadeaway from Andre Curbelo. Probably that had been in double figures all 7 of those games. See if they can get him going. Curbelo, so nifty with a basketball.
He is so good in pick and roll. And honestly, if you're Sam Sessoms, you're going under the ball screen so he can't get to the rim. You want to make him a jump shooter. And here, goes under and then just gets torched off the bounce.
Curbelo behind the back. Well, how about that for a first assist?
I would say that's a big-time pass.
Big Ten standout presented by Auto Owners Insurance. This beautiful behind-the-back pass from Curbelo to Dosunmu.
Well, that's got some Jason Williams vibes right here. That behind-the-back pass, such a big-time play. And, boy, you talk about reading the floor and making a big-time pass. That's 100% what Andre Curbelo did right there.
Wieskamp around the Garza screen. The long rebound to Andre Curbelo.
And the bounce to Dosunmu, running ahead of the pack, and he gets 2 more. Ayo Dosunmu. The words "down goes Frazier" echoing through your mind, but he's back up and ready to go.
Yeah, he don't want to miss out on this one.
And Frazier, nice response.
What good defense for the Hoosiers. They're making it tough on the Illini so far. Curbelo, though, created some space.
Gets in the lane, and Lander, number 4, should be in high school. For some reason, he decided to reclassify and just kind of loses his footing, and the best by far that Illinois had in this game.
Curbelo gets it back from Coburn, and then instead of shooting it, found Bashanishvili, who doesn't shoot a whole lot of those, but knocks down the 3. We're barely 7 minutes in to this second half. Curbelo, what a nifty move there. Faked the pass, the defense left him, and he laid it in.
Back inside, and Grandison with a steal. It's a bad angle. Here's Dosunmu to the other end, and the finger roll drops for Ayo Dosunmu, who has 15.
The proper angle, one more dribble to the right would have given a better opportunity for Bashanishvili to continue to ride Woodrow Ogo up the lane.
And Dosunmu got a hand on it, tipped back. Oh, nice push ahead by Curbelo on a one-hand flush for Ayo.
Andre Curbelo, last 2 games, hasn't scored in playing just 22 minutes. But here he's driving and flipping it up and in. Right on cue, Mr. Curbelo.
Well, wasn't bad defense, but woo-wee. Marcus Carr starting to get warmed up.
Quickly to the other end, the freshman Andre Curbelo.
You know, sometimes the Illini have, had slow start. Oh, what a pass. Oh, my goodness.
We've seen a lot of good passes. That's the pass of the game right there from the freshman Curbelo. Got to see this again. So pretty.
I mean, he's got 2 defenders. He just, who has the heart to do that in the game? Do you know Lou Henson has been very successful in the business space?
Frazier with another steal, his 5th. Curbelo dropping it off for Dosunmu.
Wow. Curbelo getting in the air, knowing that somebody's behind him, and he gets into Ayo Dosunmu, and Georgia can't believe it.
On those out-of-bounds underplays, but Underwood and his staff are so good drawing up those plays.
Trying to get a stop defensively, and Curbelo able to scoop it up to Frazier, and Frazier to the other end. Curbelo on the drive, past Hauser. He liked that matchup, and he took him right to the rim.
Love that play call by Fred Hoiberg. Got Allen at the elbow where he could use his body to get to the rim.
And then Andre Curbelo getting right to the rim on the other side of it. Andre, the native of London, England, the freshman, his first bucket. Curbelo underneath to Kofi right at the rim.
Great job, and then same thing, just going baseline by Andre Curbelo, setting up Kofi.
Coming off that historic performance he had against Penn State, scoring 41. Curbelo, little sky hook.
That is pretty. It probably is, but I like the young man for having the heart.
Great drive on the baseline. Curbelo with a reverse. Timeout taken as Illinois has their largest lead at 7 points. And almost beat Penn State again on Tuesday night in that 3-point loss. As Curbelo goes crashing to the floor. Somehow he's going to get an assist out of that.
Ayo Dosunmu. So Andre Curbelo is going to do his best to fill in the void. That is a beautiful pass to a streaky Coburn.
Tell you what, that'll make you crazy as an assistant. We always talk about head coaches. That makes assistant nuts.
Hey, Adam Miller, the freshman from the corner with a bullseye for Illinois. They're back in it within 2 against an Illinois team that's still fighting for a #1 seed. Down the stretch in the Big Ten, they're at Michigan, at Ohio State to close. Curbelo zigzagging, spinning, and he scores.
Be a three-point shooter, but his hands, his hands are so good. He catches everything.
Curbelo, great again on the gas pedal. They will take that one, thank you very much, with a 10-point game in the ball now. Until that, poked away by Curbelo.
He says he has no problem doing that, and he cited Zach Hamer, the video coordinator, Stephen Gentry, one of the assistant coaches, and Neil Ganta, who has a lot of data analytics in his educational background. He's a grad manager. Little pressure here, and Curbelo gets it over. And Curbelo going coast to coast, and he lays it in.
And it's a 13-4 run for Ohio State since. Off to the kind of start that we expected. And a reverse. That makes it a 1-point game.
That tells you how good that conference is. When Michigan State under 500 can go in there. You can't let that ball in that easily. They're getting the ball inside early in this game. Bird, too easy. Watch this entry right here. He's got good post position. He's got good footwork. And he goes up strong. I said earlier.